Good morning to everyone. Special thanks to the Army War College Foundation for this recognition. For a guy from LSU, it's a big deal, okay? It means a lot to me, and it's genuinely appreciated. When I was a battalion commander, I had great brigade commanders. And I wanted to be one of those. I wanted to be a brigade commander of our soldiers. But I knew I had to get selected for senior service college if I had any chance of commanding a brigade. And you also had to be a colonel. Do you know what? When they called me and I got selected for senior service college and they insisted that I only could go to the Army War College, I was absolutely over the moon. I mean, it was unbelievable. But little did I realize until I got here the phenomenal impact this institution would have on the way I thought, the way I planned, the way I acted, and the way I saw the future, and the way I interacted with people. And I am so grateful that I was able to join the best class that ever attended this institution, the class of 1981. It was a wonderful experience. It was a wonderful experience. I also learned while here how general officers give effective safety briefings. In the spring of our time here, we had the most competitive softball competition you have ever witnessed on this planet. And it was clearly evident from watching the classmates that some pull muscles occurred, some tendons were strained, some ankles were sprained, and some knees were wrenched. Even some classmates were seen using canes and crutches. So after 2 games, we all assembled, and Dick Potter and Stroop and I, we all filled in these chairs like we always do. And the Commandant General Jack Merritt walked right over there and announced that he was genuinely concerned about the safety of the class of 1981. And he was issuing a direct order to protect us that any class or officer seen sliding into any base on any field at Carlisle Barracks would be summarily disciplined upon his completion of that act. Our injury rate really plummeted after that, so it was very, very effective. Special thanks, General Kim, thanks for hosting this thing. You do a remarkable job, and I'm really honored that you're here. Past and present members of the Army War College Foundation, I'm honored by your presence, and thanks for coming. Colonel Ruth Collins, thanks for putting up with me for 8 years. Thanks for giving the dynamic leadership that you give to the foundation, and thanks for being my friend. Okay, appreciate it. 2 members of the class of 81 are here. General Ted Stroop and his wife Harriet are here. General Dick Potter is here, and his wife Annie. I don't know whether she came or not, she was supposed to. But I really appreciate both of you coming to represent our class. Dr. Petroy, thanks for coming from Grantham out in Kansas City. It's an honor for me to have you in our presence. Thank you. Finally, my wife Lynn is seated down here. My son Greg is down here. This is a very special place to the Rhame family. We really grew here and grew very fond of this place. Our daughter would have been here, but she's with her group, her boss, and all her contemporaries. They're doing a meeting out in Phoenix, and she's literally flying as we speak out there. Since I left active duty, I have tried very hard to remain mentally and physically active in everything I do. I'm afraid if you don't, they're going to bury you in Arlington. So I have served in lots of volunteer activities, community activities, and Army support activities. Several have been especially meaningful to me. I love serving on the Army War College Foundation here at Carlisle. I was honored to be their chairman for 8 years. It was so rewarding to see our board mature and grow professionally over those 10 years. These hardworking people are working pro bono for the direct benefit of your college. It's remarkable what they do. Further, the foundation makes a significant contribution to the operation financially of this institution. The margin of excellence funds that are provided to our commandant from the foundation allows him to meet requirements that he either cannot use appropriated money for and has to use those kind of monies, or he's just short and doesn't have them to have, and we're honored to meet his priorities, not ours, his priorities that deliver the proper education to you, the student. So it was a work, a labor of love to do. Now, for each of you, if you want to maintain contact with this institution and you want to be in contact with your contemporaries, make sure when you leave here you're a life member of the Army War College Foundation. Shame on you if you don't, you'll regret it. As described in the thing, I've been actively involved in the Society of the 1st Infantry Division since I retired. I served 10 years as president. I'm currently a vice president. I don't think you can ever get away from the thing once you start serving it. But it's such a joy to bring veterans together so that they can share experiences, usually bonded in war, but sometimes just service with the division. And then to integrate those veterans with the active soldiers that are serving today, it's remarkable the experiences that are changed and the good it does for the active force that are serving. And also the society reaches out to provide scholarships and other support to the division. Our motto is a real simple one: no mission too difficult, no sacrifice too great, duty first. It remains a way of life for those of us which have fought with that division. It is called a duty for us at any time any member of the division needs our assistance. And it also permits us a way to stay in touch with the great soldiers and the great leaders that are serving in that division today. And I have no criticism of the Army that is in the field today. It's the finest that I have ever seen, and I'm very proud of it. I was fortunate to be able to serve at AUSA under the leadership of General Gordon Sullivan for over 15 years. I love the opportunity to serve and continue to serve in support of our Army. So few Americans are involved in the armed forces today. What we do to educate people about our service and what they're doing is remarkable, what we were able to do. Also, it was a great honor to serve as a bridge between defense industry and our Army so that they could communicate and talk outside the contract process, so that the soldier on the battlefield receives the very best technology and the very best equipment that the United States Army wants to put in the hands of its warfighters. That was a great thing. Because of AUSA, I got the opportunity to join the board of Grantham University. And if you ever try to educate a population that are fully working every day with full-time jobs, and they're getting distance education, and you go to the graduation after they've labored through all that and watch them graduate, it's a sense of satisfaction that few Americans get to achieve. So proud of them when they complete what they're doing and graduate. It's an honor still to serve on that board. I'd conclude my remarks to the class of 20 that when you leave here, time is going to slip by very fast. And one day, whether you like it or not, you're going to run out of time and you're going to be standing on some field and they're going to be banging a drum and they're going to be reading your retirement order. I predict that at the time that happens, you're going to possess more knowledge of international relations and activities. You're going to possess more knowledge of government programs and activities. And you're going to know more about critical American national interests than 95% of the Americans that you're about to walk out of uniform and join in a civilian community. You will possess both unique leadership and unique managerial skills. I encourage you, as one of the speakers said before, find an activity that you're really interested in. It doesn't have to be associated with the Army or anything. Whatever you're interested in, and apply your talents to make America a better place to live and work. The opportunity for selfless service will not end the day you take off your uniform. And some people would tell you, in my case, it only began. But I encourage you to continue to serve in some activity in America that needs your leadership. Thanks for listening. I wish all of you the very best of luck in your careers as you leave here from Carlisle. But enjoy your year here because it's the greatest year of your life. Thanks a lot.